Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell so that you never miss a Cardano update. Now, I'm going to cover a lot of things here that a lot of common questions I get around rewards, so please do consider liking, sharing the video and leaving a comment down below to help get this information out there. So what I'm going to cover is things like how pools actually generate rewards, why rewards are different every epoch, why we don't just get a standard set of rewards in every epoch, show some examples of this as well. I'm going to talk about the reward payout timeline, so when you start staking, when do you actually get your first payout and how that works, why there are delays. Then looking at the timeline when you change pools, because when you change pool, that doesn't mean that you start earning in the new pool from that exact time. Again, there is a time period of when you start that changeover. I'll also show you how to track your rewards, whether this is just tracking what rewards you've been getting, what pool you're getting the rewards from, or for tax purposes as well. There is a really good resource out there. So jumping into this, first off, we start with how are rewards generated. So pools earn rewards from minting blocks. When they mint blocks, they get rewards which are then split between the delegators. How do pools actually get blocks then? So before I get into this, I'm not going to dive really deep into the technical terms and the technical, I suppose, formulas of how this all works. I'm going to keep this fairly high level because for most people that will be enough, but I will put some links down below for people who want to dig in a bit deeper. Slot lottery. This is something that happens before every epoch. Pools are assigned slots based on an algorithm lottery. Now, a slot then is a chance for a pool to mint a block in the next epoch. Why it's only a chance is because if the pool is not online when it's their turn to get the slot, then they're going to miss the block. If they are not up to date on the latest software, they may not be able to mint the block either, or if there's errors on their node, then they may not be able to mint the block. Another reason is if that slot is assigned, now this happens in a very small number of cases, the slot may be assigned to more than one pool, so if that happens, there's a slot battle, and only one pool will get the block for that particular slot. So again, once a pool is kept up to date, kept online and operated properly, then generally a pool will get most slots that they are assigned with the exception of the slot battles. So then how do you get into this slot lottery? Basically every pool gets virtual tickets to enter, and the main factor in this is the active stake within a pool. So when you look at things like adapools or pool tool, you will see that there is live stake and active stake. So live stake is what is in the pool right now, the exact number of ADA that are delegated to the pool. Active stake is what was in that pool when the snapshot for that epoch happened. So the snapshot happens at the end of every epoch, and then the snapshot that happens, we'll say tonight, the end of the epoch tonight, the snapshot that happens is going to determine the active stake for not the epoch that's starting, but the one after that. So again, when I start showing you timelines, that will make a lot more sense as well. So just on that, that is why you will see different rewards for every epoch, because it all comes down to how many slots that a pool gets assigned within a certain epoch. So some epochs you will get really high rewards, or you will get a lot of slots. Then in other epochs you may get less. So the rewards are going to fluctuate every single epoch. Now I'll show you an example of that in a minute as well. Generally, the tickets are based on the active stake. So if you take it that a pool with 2 million ADA is going to get 2 million tickets to enter the lotto. A pool with 30 million will get 30 million tickets to enter. So on the law of averages, the pool with 30 million should get a lot more slots than the pool with 2 million. And again, sometimes the pool with 2 million will get really lucky and they could get a few blocks, which gives them a huge reward for that epoch. And then they could have a few missed epochs as well, because when you get to 2 to 3 million, you should start to expect a block in most epochs. Anything under 2 million, then the pool is going to have epochs where they get 0 rewards as well, because they're not going to get a slot in every single epoch. But that is a discussion for another video as well. Generally, the average return over the year is currently, I'm seeing, in around 5.1 to 5.2%. I did do a video talking about the future staking rewards, and I will put a link to that up above as well. the average reward is coming down ever so slightly in every epoch as well. This is due to the reserves and how that all works. So again, if you want to know how all of that type of stuff works, then you can check out the video above. I'm going to do a follow-up video to that one fairly soon to talk about the type of transactional volume we would need to see on chain to keep rewards where they are right now. So as well, you will see a stat called luck, and when I put out my summary of the epoch, I always give the luck, and this is, there is an ideal number of blocks for a pool to get in order to get around that average return, and that is seen as 100% luck if you are assigned that number of block or that number of slots, which eventually turns into blocks. So again, that is where the luck factor comes in. No pool ever gets 100% every single epoch. Based on what I have just said, it fluctuates epoch to epoch. So just taking a look at some of the examples of that then. Okay, so here are two pools. These are actually full transparency. These are both my pools, but this isn't anything about plugging my pool. But if you do need a pool to delegate to, I really do appreciate people delegating to mine. On the left, you can see this is my second pool. There is a smaller stake in this. If you look here, live stake is this column, active stake is this one here. And then you see the return on investment for each epoch. Then you have blocks. So on the left is the number of blocks that you've got, and on the right is that ideal number of blocks for the epoch. So again, this is going to determine the percentage. Now this epoch is still running, so we're going to ignore that one for now. And then again, this is the exact same on this side here. So looking down through here, both of these pools have the exact same 100k pledge in each pool. The fees are all the same. The only difference is the active stake. The hardware that's running both pools is the same. The software is updated the exact same time. So this is just to show you how they actually compare. So you can see epoch 261, this pool got 5.6% return. That was, it got 10 blocks with an expected number of blocks of 9 to give 111%. This one got 5.3%. Again, it got 34 blocks out of an expected 32.6, gave 104%. Then you look at this epoch here. This pool, the smaller pool, got 8.4% returns, got a huge 15% or 15 blocks. Really big luck in this one, where this pool over here, the bigger pool, my first one, had a very unlucky epoch. Now again, this is pure chance that they got these rewards in the same epoch. Again, it is all down to that luck factor. If you look at this one here, we had a 5, we had a 4.8, and then if you look over here, we had a 5.4, 5.1. So you can see they're just fluctuating all the time. There is none of them the same in every epoch, and again, this all comes down to that luck factor. So the only reason I'm showing you these two is just to show you that pools with near enough the same specs and everything apart from active stake are getting different rewards in every epoch as well. So then going back over to the slot, so now we look at the payout timeline. So when you start staking, just a note as well that one epoch in Cardano is 5 days for anyone new. So in epoch A, which will be the current epoch, you select the stake pool and you delegate. So then in epoch A+1, which is the next epoch, then your stake is registered and with your chosen pool. And then epoch A+2, your stake is then active, and that is your first earning epoch. The one after that, then the rewards from A+2 are calculated. And then epoch A+4 is where you would get your first reward payout. So again, the rewards in A+4 are the rewards from there, the rewards that were earned in A+2. So just looking at this here, generally it is 15 to 20 days after you start staking that you get your first payout, and then after that it is every 5 days. And as you can see here, this is the reason for the 15 to 20 day wait. Say the reason that it's 15 to 20 and not an exact wait as well is because the snapshot that I mentioned earlier talking about the slot lottery, that happens at the end of every epoch. So there's one here, and the snapshot here is what counts for this epoch. The snapshot at this point here at the end of this epoch is what counts for here. So it's always offset by 1. So then if you delegate on the first day or the last day of this epoch, it's not going to make any difference to when your end result is. If you delegate here, it's going to be 20 days to your first payout at this point here. If you delegate at the end, it's going to be that 15-16 days, because the snapshots happen at the end. What goes on in the middle of an epoch doesn't actually count for the active stake or anything like that. So then, just for people who like to put this into numbers, you can see now if I put epoch 263 would be this current epoch, then if you delegate before the epoch ends tonight, then your first payout would be in epoch 267, which is in roughly 15 days. And just a note as well that when you add anything new into a wallet that is already staking and already earning, the new amount of ADA that you add, it will be the 15 to 20 days before you get the payout on that amount as well. But during that time, you still earn on your old amount anyway, because with ADA or with Cardano staking, when you delegate, you stake your full wallet. So that means that anything that's ever added to that wallet, rewards or anything new, is auto staked. You don't have to do anything. So say you're already getting your rewards and you add another 100 ADA into the wallet here, then the snapshot takes place right here. And then the first epoch that you are earning on that 100 ADA, the new 100 ADA, goes in here. And then the payout for that is at this point here. But during that time, you're still earning on the older amounts, because the snapshots that are stored in the system still reflect your old balance for this epoch and for this one here. So then looking at when you change pools, how does that all work then? So when you change from your old pool to a new pool, you don't lose any rewards, you won't have any missed epochs, you will still be earning in your old pool while you wait that 15 to 20 days to get the first payout from the new pool. So epoch A, you change from an old pool into whatever your new pool is going to be. Let's say you're changing to my pool. Epoch A+1 then, the earning in your old pool and your payout is for the old pool. Epoch A+2 then, you start earning in the new pool at this point, but you get the payout from the old pool, because what you're paid out there is for a previous epoch. Epoch A+3, you're now earning in the new pool still, but the payout, this is your final payout from the old pool. And then in epoch A+4, you are earning in the new pool, and this is your first payout from the new pool. So again, it's that 15 to 20 day period to get your first payout from the new pool. But as you see, you don't miss any payouts. You are still earning in your old pool while you're waiting to transition to the new pool. So then just how you can check your rewards, how you can track your rewards then as well. I'm just going to go over to the Yoroi browser and adapools to show you this. Okay, so you can see here that I'm in Yoroi, and this is a test wallet. I've showed this in multiple videos now. And what I'm going to do is go into the receive tab here. And then if you look on this, and you can see all of your addresses are in here. So you have external, you have internal. But if you come down here and you click on used, this will show you any addresses that have had a previous balance. So if I copy this address here, and I then go over to adapools, and I search on that address up here, what I get is all of the details related to that address. When I come down here, then I can see stake key. So when I click on stake key, this shows me the stake key for that wallet. If I then come in, I can see that it's delegated to Paul, and I can see all the balances. When I scroll down the bottom here, I can see all the previous payouts for that wallet. So you can see they're all very small, because this is only a test wallet. And these ones aren't zero, they are 0.02 ADA. But again, when you see my balance there, that wallet is now down to 4 ADA, because I use it all the time for testing different things out there. So again, you can see all of the rewards. And if I come up here and click this button here, actually as well, it shows you the pool that they're coming from. So some people, when they change pools, they think they instantly earn from the new pool. But as we went through in the timelines there, you don't. So again, you can come in here and check what the payout that you have just received, or any previous payouts, which pool they were from as well. Up here, if you click on the tax button, this is a really good feature here. You can see all of the rewards that you have gotten, and then you can see the ADA value at the time of that payout. So you can see when I first started staking this wallet, the ADA price was 18 cents. It would be really nice to go back and buy a bit more ADA at that point. So what you see is the market price of ADA right then, because if you were doing this for tax purposes, then what you have here in a lot of countries, again, you need to check with your own country what the tax purposes are. But this part here, whatever you earned, so this is the actual reward in USD value. This part here would be taxable, and then if you're still holding since then, whatever that's worth now, the difference, you would need to pay capital gains on that. But again, you need to check with your own individual countries. But this is a really good resource to give you all of the data that you would need, or that your accountant would need as well. So again, it's summarized by month, by years, and you can check out all of that stuff there. So I really do hope this video has helped answer some of the burning questions people have around rewards. If I've missed anything, do let me know down below. And I really do appreciate anyone sharing this video out there. Get this information out there to help everyone understand the process. And when people ask me these questions anymore, I will be able to point them to this video to hopefully explain most of what they're looking for. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone that shares it out there as well. Thanks for watching.